Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here at weatherweb.net. It's Friday the 15th of May. Thanks again for watching. This is your look ahead. And I must admit, quite a relief today because the JMA is out with their month ahead outlook. And do you know what? It actually looks believable, which, as I say, is a bit of a relief. At least it'll give me a few hours of peace because it has been really tricky trying to pin down exactly what was going to happen over the last few weeks, and I think the JMA really has come up with quite a good solution now for the next 4 weeks. This is week 1, so this is going from today, and it takes us up to Thursday the 21st. And British Isles is underneath here, and what this one is showing us is higher than normal heights down towards the south of the country here, lower than normal up towards the north. There is that cold sort of northwesterly flow that we're going to be seeing during the course of this week. Quite a strong jet there, you'll notice, going across the top of the UK, and quite a notable ridge here, look, building across the eastern USA, bringing some dry conditions here, but a trough coming into the western US, bringing the risk of some rain. But for the UK and for Western Europe, we've got that front moving through. Incidentally, look, across northern parts of Europe, the trough is firmly in place here. That bringing some really cool and wet conditions across parts of Germany, running down through Poland into the Balkans and across Scandinavia too. Not particularly great growing conditions for the farmers down there. To week 2, so this is from next Friday through to the 28th of May, and then you'll notice, look, still got the ridge over the eastern US, this ridge extending into the Atlantic, cut off of the trough that we saw in the Atlantic there, centred towards the northwest of the Azores. But look, the trough in Europe has migrated its way further westwards through the British Isles and across, again, much of Scandinavia, down through Germany, Poland, running down through France, the Low Countries, northern Italy, into Iberia. This bringing quite a cold northerly flow through the UK into those western parts of Europe, and really lines us up and hints at being quite unsettled across those parts of Europe, including the UK, during the course of that week, with further showers, potentially some longer spells of rain, and so the potential for some really quite heavy rain, I think, across central parts of Europe. Eastern parts of the UK tending to see showers, again, pretty mixed conditions. Not going to be a washout for the UK, but pretty mixed conditions off towards the east. Although the ridge towards the west here of Ireland may well keep the west of the UK, sort of Ireland, perhaps western Wales, perhaps the west of England and the far west of Scotland, in dry conditions at times with the best of the sunshine there. But it is going to be feeling cold for all of us. No real signs of a warm-up taking place. And then weeks 3 and 4, so this takes us from the 29th of May and takes us right the way into June. So this is going to be picking us up till about the 12th of June. And look, that trough is still hanging around here. Look, it's still off towards by then off towards the east of the country, ridge off towards the west. So we've got our higher than normal heights here, but this trough causing mischief basically for the east of the country. I tend to think what's going to happen is that trough is maintained during the first week, kind of through this sort of area here, bringing in settler conditions perhaps up till around about the 4th or the 5th of June. And what that then does is it still maintains those unsettled conditions through much of central and northern parts of Europe as well as across the UK. But then I think what tends to happen is that during the second week, pressure is going to try and build in from the west. So we are going to try and see that ridge that we see off towards the west trying to get itself into the country and trying to build the heights again through the UK, perhaps bringing an improvement of sorts after about the 6th of June. Now, let's just add a little bit more into that, because I've been thinking that perhaps we could be unsettled right the way through until about perhaps between the 12th and the 15th of June, somewhere around those sort of dates. And then the second half of June would see pressure perhaps building at times with the hints of some dry weather coming in. And I'm just wondering if that is what that is trying to show. So there's still much uncertainty, you see. There's still a lot of uncertainty around about what we see and how this situation develops. But I think we're starting to get this story, these pieces of jigsaw falling into place and starting to show us some sort of tale about how things may develop as we get into June. Of course, the developing El Nino really is the main player in town at the moment, and we need to watch that over the coming weeks to see how that develops and the impact that that's going to bring on the weather. But I shall leave you with that for now. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to check out our fast forecast for the very latest. You can subscribe to us on YouTube. Don't forget to give us the thumbs up and like us on YouTube as well. And you can subscribe directly through weatherweb.net. Just click on the contact form at the top of the page. But for now, whatever you're doing, thanks again for watching. Keep the sun shining and bye for now.